So today I want to take you on a little nature adventure, and this one is a local one to me, but it's a special little one that I found recently that I never knew was there. One of those little places that was hiding in plain sight. So join me and we're going to go off and see what we can find. So it's just a short walk from where we've parked, but I see something else up ahead that I think we might want to take a look at first. I haven't got to where we're going yet, but you never know what you see on these little adventures, do you? So this lovely little carpet here is ground ivy, and there's loads of it. It's beautifully in flower now. But we're actually headed just across the road.
Hanwell Brook Wetland is on the outskirts of Banbury, not far from where I live here in Oxfordshire in the UK. Conservation volunteers from the Wild Banbury Project have been working hard to make this place better for wildlife. They've been managing the vegetation to balance the mix of different habitats and maximise opportunities for wildlife here. Wetland habitats like these can provide homes and food for lots of creatures, including amphibians like this common frog, as well as many invertebrates, birds and mammals. Earlier in the year, I saw a really snazzy little bird here. I came down on a particularly grey day, and as I was ambling along one of the boardwalks, I saw a flash of yellow over the water. Now, I'm no ornithologist, so I had to look this one up when I got home. It turned out to be a grey wagtail, which I thought was a bit of a disappointing name for such a vibrant creature, really. These birds are associated with watery habitats where they feed on invertebrates like snails and midges. I read they also have a taste for tadpoles too. Yum.
My bird knowledge is pretty terrible, but I'm learning, along with lots of other things that I'm learning about, because every day is a school day, right? My specialism is certainly more in the mammal department. Small furry creatures are the usual thing, but I think it's just fabulous to keep on learning about pretty much everything, and that's one of my missions on some of these little walks, is to learn, and hopefully you can come along too and maybe you'll learn something too. Some of the wild garlic is coming into flower now too, and they're gorgeous. I really do hope you can hear the birds in the background. There's a chiff-chaffing away beautifully out there. The reed bed over here as well. It's actually right next to the playing fields. Looks like they're doing a bit of something over there. Yeah, it's a great little spot. And as I say, I've just been trying to make sure that I get out more. I'm personally really working on learning more about our wild world, about nature. I, as I say, have been a wildlife detective for a long time. I particularly specialised in working with mammals, and so that's really something, that I know a lot about, but I've never really had a chance to get to know plants particularly. And so I'm taking a really awesome course from the BSBI. I'll put a link in the description if anyone's interested. It's a fantastic course called Identiplant, and I've been learning just so much about plants that I never knew. Obviously I know I have so much to learn, but it's been a really great place to start, so I'm really excited about that. I've just spotted a little plant that I would love to show you, so let's just take a little look. Does anyone know this delicate flower? Now I think I know what it is, but I've brought some resources to help me to identify it, and I'll show you those in just a moment. But I think that this is a cuckoo flower.
The cuckoo flower, also known as lady's smock, is a member of the Brassicaceae, or the cabbage family. Here in the UK, it's a common one in damp meadows, and thankfully it tolerates flooding well, as it often does flood around here. But it's not just a pretty flower. It's an important plant for the beautiful orange-tipped butterfly. These butterflies lay their eggs on them and rely on them as a food source.
So one of the resources that I use to try to help me identify flowers is what is fast becoming my Bible. This is the Wildflower Key by Frances Rose, and if you're an ecologist or a botanist, professional, you will probably have a copy of this, and it may well be even more well-leafed than mine is. As you can see, I have a ridiculous amount of post-it notes in it. I absolutely love this. I was terrified of it to begin with, but this is definitely my reference right now as I'm learning about botany and trying to get out and identify plants in the field. So this is a great resource to have with me. It's not the smallest, as you can see, but it is really helpful to me to be able to find out what I might be looking at, and also a little bit about what that plant is and the family that it's in and things like that. But if you're not a professional, or even if you are actually, and you want something maybe not quite so hefty as this to go out with, one of the other resources that I've been using is on my phone. And I apologise now for my broken screen, but I wanted to show you the iRecord app. This is an app that I have been using a lot recently to identify and record plants. So it's a really simple little app. I'm not affiliated with any of these things, by the way. I just wanted to show you them. So what you can do is, with this little app out in the field, if you think you know what the flower is, so I think this is a cuckoo flower, I can type that in here and I can go in and make a record for it. But I can also handily use their AI function. So I've taken a few hopefully nice pictures. You do need some good quality pictures for these, and putting multiple pictures in is really helpful, of like the whole plant and close up to the plant as well. And then what will happen is the fantastic magical AI in this tool is going to be analysing that photo, and it luckily agrees with me. So I hope you can see it thinks also 100% it thinks that this is a cuckoo flower. So that's good. So if you fancy having a look at plants when you're out and about, even if you're just out for your normal walk, maybe walking the dog or taking the kids out and things like that, it's a really useful app. In fact, my kids really love it, to see what is around, but also to record what we see. So it keeps a log for you, but also is then putting those records into the national data set, so that that data can be used by others as well. So I can then record my location and put where I was and where that plant was, and really quickly, within a minute or two, pop in a record. So if you see something interesting, have a go. Download that iRecord app and let me know what you think of it, and yeah, go out and see what you can find. So that's it for today. I hope that you have enjoyed this little wildlife adventure. I've certainly enjoyed bringing you along to this tiny nature reserve, pretty much on my doorstep. And I'm going to be going on some more adventures very soon. So if you'd like to join me, please do subscribe to the channel. That would really help a lot, and you can come and follow me. I would absolutely love that, on some more adventures, some bigger, some small like this one. And I'd also really appreciate it if you have any recommendations for places you might like me to visit. So maybe there's somewhere near you, a little haven of wildlife where you live, or maybe there's somewhere that you might like to visit that perhaps we could go on an adventure together. So do let me know in the comments your favourite local nature spots or some of your nature adventure wish lists. I'd love to hear about them in the comments below. It's been great to be here, and I'm really glad that you've joined me for this one. I hope that you will join me again soon. Bye.